Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a flip through of my December documented album for 2020. And here's something funny. I always put little post-it notes over people's faces who don't want to be shown on social media. And I'm flipping through this book and I'm like, I really don't have to put that many post-its down. I'm like, what's up with this year? And then I remembered it was 2020, which was the year that we really didn't get to do anything or see our loved ones. So that's why this is just going to be a lot of my immediate family. This is a Simple Stories 6x8 album. You can see this one this year. It's very chunky. I just added a label with Ellie Studio tile stickers on the side. And I used the Ellie Studio 2020 December documented kit supplemented with whatever I had left over from 2019. I keep all of my Ellie Studio Christmas together in one set of bins because it coordinates year to year to year. So I really end up using up a lot of my stash from the previous year in this year. Anyway, this is some sparkle twine that I got from Stampin' Up! Years ago. A Paige Evans cut file that I backed with various papers from Ellie Studio, and I added 2020 here with Puffy, a little Puffy Christmas tree, stars and dots. Here's my opening page. It's another Paige Evans cut file that was backed with Ellie Studio paper. I did a little bit of splattering of white paint on the background just to make it look a little snowy. This is another Ellie Studio December 2020 acrylic, some Queen & Co. dots, and then these wood veneer, I believe, are from Shadney's Etsy shop. On the back of that, I have my calendar, and once again, you can see I have 2 days, and I forgot to fill in the rest, so I'm not going to worry about that. Here is page 1, and I typed out the journaling because I had so much to tell about getting the catalogs when I was a kid and then having, you know, the Amazon and Target catalogs show up at our door for Aiden to go through and circle what he wants. And then this is a wood veneer from Shadney, and the rest is all Ellie Studio. This page is about the coffee cup, and this card here actually is that coffee cup that I just trimmed down to a 3x4 card. I put a little coffee mug sticker here. All of this is Ellie Studio. This is a Stampin' Up! Stamp that I stamped and paper pieced together behind there. A little interactive page here with things that we are loving right now. So it's just a pocket. On the front, I have a Shadney wood veneer that has a little Darth Vader, and it says, "I find your lack of cheer disturbing," because there is a little Star Wars nod in here. So we have what we're currently watching, Mandalorian Season 2. We have a tag here. What's exciting me is that the cover of this album was featured on the Ellie Studio blog. And, this came undone. There we go. And that Finn got some Mickey Mouse sneakers that he absolutely loved. So I just put in 3 things that we were loving right at that moment. They are not necessarily Christmassy, but they're just a little snapshot of what happened in that time. And I'm going to have to go back and just tighten up those ribbons a bit. On the back for story 4, I talk about decorating and the annual blowing up of the inflatables inside our foyer, and I just tried to do a little bit of a waterfall sort of thing here. I didn't decorate the backs because they were all white, but just some little flip ups to include more photos of my journaling, and then a picture of the front of the house here. And these tabs were actually stamped with Ellie Studio stamp set. Here we go. Story 5 is just things that we're watching. So I printed out little photos. These were some new things that we watched this year. Then we have the Grinch and Rudolph that we watch all the time. I had this Happen Scrappy Studio epoxy flare left over from last year that said "How the Grinch Stole Christmas," so I just added it onto that card. Story 6 is about our elf coming back. So we just have, you know, some of these acrylics, and then a picture of the elf and the shenanigans that he got into that day. Story 7 is a full page 6x8 and about this Mickey and Minnie, Christmas Mickey and Minnie that we got and how much Finny loved them. I just think that picture is so cute. And I got these wood veneer Christmas tree stickers at Michael's. Story 8 is about Aiden and I going to a event through the Parks Department that was called Reindeer Games, and there was a sing-along, and they discussed about the actual deer that live in our area, and it was just very cool. It had crafts and a little bit of nature and some music, and we had a lot of fun at it, him and I. And so this is his reindeer food bag that he made at the event. So I just punched some holes in it and stuck it in here to keep it. Here's story 9 about baking Christmas cookies. So I used a lot of these cookie themed elements that were in the LA Studio kit and add-ons. 10 is about how last year we didn't expect, or not last year, sorry, 2020, we didn't expect that there would be a shortage of gingerbread houses, but I guess because everyone was home, everyone decided to make gingerbread houses. So my mom, who is quite crafty as well, came up with the idea, I guess she probably saw it online somewhere, that she made a house by gluing together with royal icing Pop-Tarts and let Aiden decorate the Pop-Tart house. Here we have just a story about my mantle and the decorations and how I bought a few new decorations this year. 12 is about our elf and some of the hijinks that he got into. So I just printed out very small photos of the elf hanging from chandeliers, and he built a pyramid out of toilet paper and all different things. So I just put small photos in here to capture that. 13 is about our tree. So we have, my pages are sticking a little here. So we just have Christmas tree details about our tree, you know, and I just layered up, I had a bunch of scraps. I layered up a bunch of scraps on this page. I got some gold thread that I added in here. I really love this page. And I love that it's outside of the page protector too. I really do like when they're not in the page protector. Here is story 14. This is about, you know, watching the Polar Express with the hot chocolate and the different hot cocoa toppers I got for this year. And all I did here was that I stamped these snowflakes on the background, and I stamped them with Versamark, and then I have some clear embossing powder that has an iridescent glitter in it, and so I embossed these snowflakes so they're a bit see-through, but they're very, very shimmery. And I did that on the background of that page. 15 is about us watching Emmett Otter and how much Chris and I love Emmett Otter. And Aiden was totally not into it, so I recorded that story. And I had an excuse to use this little Bah Humbug sticker down here. That made me happy. I wasn't happy that he didn't want to watch it, but I was happy I got to use one of my supplies on it. 16 is about a live stream concert that we purchased to watch of Colin Malloy from the Decemberists. So I had just screenshots from my phone, and then inside I have pictures of the TV of him playing the music and how much fun Chris and I had just watching and singing along with all of the songs. 17 is about reconnecting with some people that I knew in high school. I actually worked for them when I was in high school, and they contacted me through Facebook because they set up a whole light and music display that they dedicated to the healthcare workers for that year, and how nice it was to see them and have them meet my kids, and how nice it was to see the light display. 18 is about us mailing out our Christmas cards And so I just snapped a picture of Aiden putting the Christmas cards in our mailbox so that the mailman could pick them up. And here's our Christmas cards. And I actually went with a different route this year because we didn't go to see Santa. So we didn't have any Santa pictures or any Christmassy pictures. So I just picked 4 of my favorite pictures of the boys from this year and made a Christmas card out of that. And I love how it turned out. 19 is about an unexpected gift that I received at work. This is more wood veneer from Chadney and Ellie Studio. 20 is about getting elfed. Some of our neighbors dropped off this elf basket on our front porch and how excited we were to get it. And so I made a full page 6x8 spread about getting elfed. And this is one thing I like to do, is that when I get down to small bits and scraps, I just like to kind of haphazardly pile them up behind my photo for our mat. And then this is an old clip from Studio Calico. All right, so this was receiving a letter back from Santa. So he sent Santa a letter and he received a letter back. And I used, this is a Studio Calico tag, all Ellie Studio stuff. This is a, what are they called? Doodlebug Designs Doodle Pop of Santa. And, oh, I'm losing his candy cane there. I'm going to have to reinforce that with some liquid glue and the little mouse. And so this is just sort of an accordion fold lift out. So picture of Aiden holding the envelope, and then you lift it up, opening the letter, and then you could pull it out this way, and we have some journaling, and then him looking at the letter here. And now this page is actually a pocket in the top, and you can pull it out, and then we have the letter that he received from Santa. And these tabs with the little lift up here and pull here, those are all from Ellie Studio. And they're great for making, you know, fun interactive elements on your page. This is how I documented driving around to see the Christmas lights in our neighborhood and the surrounding towns. It's a nice chunky page. I have some more Chadney wood veneer, Shine Bright. I got this idea for punching the pictures out with circles from Janet from RTS. And then I just have an acrylic here, and I wanted to include this full 4x6 photo of this house because it's just amazing, all of the decorations they have on their front lawn. So I just put this in as a separate 4x6, and I backed it with a card that just says all is calm, all is bright. Story 23 is about handmade gifts that we received from the boys that they made at daycare. So we have an ornament from Finn and the little letter that came attached to the ornament, and then a handprint calendar from Aiden. Here is Christmas Eve and all 4 of us in our matching Christmas pajamas. And it's just a story of how we didn't have our usual Christmas Eve with our extended family this year because of COVID. We were just trying to keep everyone safe. So we just had a casual dinner with my mom and my brother and gave little gifts. And then we went home to get in our jammies and go to sleep so that Santa could come. And then story number 25 is just a picture of our tree after Santa came and delivered gifts. And then on this side is a picture of the boys opening their presents. And this is a wood veneer that I got from Chadney that says, on Christmas, we wear pajamas. And then as usual, I have my very special Christmas cards that I received in the back of my book. So thank you so much for watching today. If you liked this video, I would love it if you gave it a thumbs up. I always appreciate any likes and comments that you guys leave on my videos. And if you'd like to see more, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. That's it for now. Thanks. Bye.